Alright, on today's video we're going to upgrade an old 1963 AM radio into a Bluetooth receiver for 20 bucks. And as long as these dogs don't distract me too much, we'll have at her. Alright, here's the radio. This is the radio I'm going to upgrade, and here's my $20 piece I ordered on Amazon. We'll see how good it is. This is the goods here. So basically, I plan on removing this and replacing it with that, and this guy here. Oh, it is a 2-channel, so it's got a right and a left. I'll probably hook up RCAs to that so I can plug it into my amp and hide everything nicely so it'll appear stock, but I'll have modern Bluetooth, and then I can just keep my stock radio in its position, and it should just be fine. Alright, I got the radio disassembled. I'll just give you a quick look. So that is the volume knob there. So ideally what I'm going to do is, there is a light. I want to hook that up to the power too, so when I turn on the power, the light turns on in the radio. I want to remove that piece. Let's see if I can get some better light on it. I want to remove that piece and install that piece. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and we'll see how it fits. Alright, we've got into it. We pulled all the switch part out. Now I have come into an issue which I have solved. So when I put this in, you see what the problem is? That is far too short. So what I had to do is totally destroy that switch, and I pulled this out, which would be this part, and I cut that, which is the outer sheathing. So this is going to be my outside, which matches that. So now I have ground that down just using a zip disk. And now the plan is, I've got a slot there, so I'm going to press that in there, crimp that. I'm going to apply some pretty good glue, or I could solder it, and then I'll slide that over top, and then I can use my factory knob still. So I suggest, if you're doing this, have a look and see how long your pegs are on your existing radio, and see if you can find one with a longer end. Actually, this is bigger than my existing knob, but I'm going to make it work. So I'm going to stick that in there, squeeze it together. Once I got it in there, I'm going to crimp it together, take that sleeve, slide it over. I'm going to put my 2-part epoxy in there. I'm going to let that set up, and it should be good. Let's see how she goes. All right, we got it installed. All right, we've got the piece installed. Kind of sits in there. I wired on some RCA's. I've got a power lead for my light, and this is the power and the ground. I've got my knobs extended. Everything's good and solid. So I'm going to put this thing together. I'm going to clean up some stuff. This radio sits over top of the ashtray for 50 years, so that is a little grimy. But I'll clean this up, polish up the face, and I'm going to do a test run. All right, I got it all hooked up. I wired in some RCA's. I'm going to hook this up to an amp. This is I wired this so my light comes on when I turn the headlights on, and my power and my ground. So it's pretty basic stuff. You kind of get what you pay for. It took me quite a bit longer to get this all hooked up than I planned, but this switch was short, so I had to modify that. And this little unit says it is 50 watts per channel, so I did hook it up to an amp. I was going to put this on video, but I've got my music on my phone and I record on my phone, so that was kind of a tough one, and then copyright stuff. So I did hook it up. I hooked this up to an amplifier, and as soon as you turn this on, then it'll go on to your Bluetooth available on your settings on your telephone or your device that you're using, and then you just link that up. And the only issue that I had is, because this is a high power unit, when I have my volume on my phone turned up, it kind of gives me, the sound quality isn't that good, so I got to turn the volume down on my phone, just barely have it up, and then this works just fine, and then I do my amp settings. I will be installing this in the car here in the next few weeks, so once I've got it all installed in the car, I'll do another video and see if I can get some music that isn't copyright. So $20 from Amazon. I put this piece in. It took me a little longer. If I had to do it again, I would look for a Bluetooth adapter that has a longer shaft for this adapter, because that's kind of what took me the time. And then this front plate here, I had to drill the center hole out just a little bit more just to get everything to fit. So it took a bit of fiddling, but all in all, I keep my stock radio in my stock position. It doesn't look like I have any kind of system or anything in there. Everything's going to look nice and not hacked up. And I've got a Bluetooth stereo for 20 bucks and a couple hours of playing around. So I hope that helped, and stay tuned. I will do a follow-up here in a few months, and we'll see how good it works. All right, thanks for watching.